She had already told herself she would stop replying. Something about his profile felt too polished, too perfectly sad. Everything she wanted to hear was too carefully shaped. But his message was gentle. "I didn't want to ask you this," he wrote, "but you're the only person I trust." That sentence landed harder than it should have. Because a scam does not always feel like danger. Sometimes it feels like hope. Sometimes it feels like someone finally seeing you. Sometimes it sounds like the exact words your heart was waiting for. And that is where the danger begins. Not when the money is gone. Not when the truth finally comes out. But in the quiet moment when your gut says, something is off, and your heart says, but what if this is real? Your gut feeling is not proof, but it is a signal. This is the publicly reported true story of Jackie Crenshaw, a woman preparing for retirement when an online romance scam changed her life. Jackie was 61 years old, a hospital manager in Connecticut. She had worked for years, built a career, saved for retirement, and helped people every day. She was not careless. She was not foolish. She was human. And like many people approaching a new chapter in life, she wanted more than security. She wanted companionship. Someone to talk to. Someone to share the future with. Someone who made later life feel less alone. Scammers do not only target weakness, they target hope. One day, Jackie met a man online. He claimed to be a widowed contractor. He seemed successful, gentle, family-oriented, and emotionally available. His story had sadness, but not too much. His words were warm, but not too much. Just enough pain to feel humans. Just enough kindness to feel safe. A fake profile does not always feel dangerous. Sometimes it feels like possibility. At first, it was not about money. That matters, because the most dangerous scams often begin with attention. A message after work, a question about your day, a detail remembered, a thoughtful gesture, a future that starts forming before two people have truly met. Slowly, the stranger became familiar. The scam did not begin with money, it began with trust. And when someone says exactly what you have been wanting to hear, even noticing the red flags can feel wrong, you start asking yourself, am I being too suspicious? Am I judging him too quickly? What if he really is different? What if this is the one real thing I have been waiting for? A part of Jackie sensed something was not right. Not loudly, not clearly, just a quiet pressure inside. The kind of warning people often rename as fear, overthinking, or insecurity. But sometimes, that feeling is your first honest signal. A part of her knew, but another part still wanted to believe. That is the emotional middle state. The space between suspicion and escape. The place where doubt and hope fight each other. People often do not hold on because they fully believe it. They hold on because they want just a little more proof before letting go. One more message. One more explanation. One more sign is that maybe it is real. People do not always stay because they believe the lie. Sometimes, they stay because they want one more proof before letting go. And while all of this is happening inside, life on the outside can still look normal. Jackie still had work, responsibilities, ordinary conversations, ordinary days. But beneath that ordinary behavior, her mind was still inside the relationship, replaying messages, promises, excuses, soft sentences that made her feel special. The scam was happening beneath ordinary behavior. That is one of the hidden dangers of romance scams. They do not only take money, they take up space inside your mind. They make you emotionally responsible for a person you have not verified. They make you feel guilty for questioning. They make secrecy feel like loyalty. But real love does not need you to hide from everyone who cares about you. Real love does not need secrecy. As the relationship evolved, it became less about companionship and more about a shared future. Cryptocurrency, a supposed broker, screenshots, account balances that appeared to grow, proof that looked real enough to quiet the warning. And when fake proof enters the story, doubt becomes harder to hold on to, because now it does not only feel emotional. It looks like evidence. Small proofs can feel bigger than they are when your heart wants the story to be true. That is how pressure becomes a decision. Slowly, emotionally. Before you realize it, you are no longer asking, "Is this real?" You are asking, "What if I miss my chance?" The danger was not only the fake profile, the danger was how much she wanted it to be real. Eventually, warnings appeared. A friend became suspicious. Police were alerted. And even then, Jackie still wanted to believe. That is not weakness. That is emotional manipulation. Because when you are inside the story, a warning does not always feel like rescue. Sometimes, it feels like someone is taking away the one thing you were hoping for. That is why scams can be so confusing. Part of you knows something is wrong, but another part still wants to believe. So if a message makes you feel rushed, guilty, afraid, or secretive, pause before you answer. If someone online makes you afraid to ask for advice, pause. Do not decide scammer only from a feeling, but do not ignore the feeling either. Treat your instinct as an early warning, then verify. Show the message to one trusted person. A real connection can survive a second opinion. A scam usually cannot. And if you are watching this thinking, "How would I know what to look for?" I made something free to help you. It is called Real Love, Real Risk. Protecting Your Heart and Your Wallet from Online Romance Scams 2026 edition. Because in a world where faces can be generated and voices can be copied, verification is not paranoia. It is the new common sense. Click the link in the comment section to get it for free. Use it before you trust a profile, before you send money, before you keep a secret, before pressure turns into a decision you cannot undo. Get the free booklet, Real Love, Real Risk. Protect your heart, protect your wallet. Jackie eventually lost about $900,000. But the loss was not only financial. Romance scams do not only steal money, they steal the story you thought you were living, the trip that was never going to happen, the home that was never going to be shared, the person who seemed to understand you but was only studying you, the future that felt close enough to protect but was never real enough to trust. Romance scams steal more than money. They steal the story you thought you were living. At the beginning, we said a scam does not always feel like danger. Now we understand why. Sometimes, it feels like the message you were waiting for. The person who finally understands you. The future you were afraid to stop believing in. The chance you did not want to lose. Sometimes hope is the disguise danger wears. Your gut feeling is not proof. But sometimes, it is the first honest signal trying to protect you before the lie becomes a loss. So here is the mission. Pause before pressure becomes a decision. Verify before trust becomes a loss. Get the free booklet, Real Love, Real Risk, from the link in the comment section. Read it. Share it. Send it to someone who may need it before they need it. Because real trust can survive time. Real love can survive questions. Real people do not need secrecy to prove loyalty. Thank you for watching. Follow me for more real stories, red flags, and practical ways to protect your heart and your wallet online. Because scams grow in silence, but they lose power the moment the story is shared. Pause, verify, tell someone.